However, do they get that colour?
Are you gonna buy something or not?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done. But today, it is going to give you.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. As do you and I. We can speak more at the
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people.
I trust you'll... Oh. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too... Now, I have matters to attend...
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me...
She'd lost her comb. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell. You see, Tatienne was an orphan.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have...
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh?
Did she...
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every gillier, followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne, she thought about saying something. But the Dame was so proud of her for how much she...
This man from the garrison.
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye.
You've been very...
Don't let him get away with this.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
What do you think?
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars. Can I trust you to...
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you, as unlikely as it may seem. There are those within the upper echelons of Sambraquois society.
All right.
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, not for the want of coin. Simple fare cost little more. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses despite my best attempts at secrecy. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely...
Fine.
Oh, thank you. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And to 3 bearers, overworked...
It's no wonder so many die before...
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. Be discreet for both our sakes. And for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished...
You won't be staying?
I'm afraid not. I am expected...
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Oi.
You look like you need a...
Not half as much as I need. I don't eat it here, though. Not where any...
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead with that.
That's something at least.
It's not been half a moon since Bellamy's tour.
That's what we signed up for.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain.
Branded! Who told you to arrest? And you! If you've got a message for me, out with...
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. The Chamberlain must, but alas, my work is far from over. You need to rep. But I won't. And what of your own hurts? And wait. drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway.
All right.
Business. Though not my own.
Ah, so he found someone just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him.
So he really is a chamber...
There was a time when he was the Val's most illustrious... He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treat...
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of... My sisters and I may have lost an uncle.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though. No one.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. Huh. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
Don't bloody believe...
That'll be why he's strutting about like...
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's...
I dare say... How about it, branded? Care to...
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous soul...
Fine.
Oh, and just so you know, take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want... Now...
If that's what you...
Cock it. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right. So you know one end of a gun. You will not take me. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How the bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Got potential. I'll give you that.
That's enough.
Garuda, I'll be thanked.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The Dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us from...
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the Dame about this, tell her we...
The 'Emperor's... Finest thrash by a brand.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his...
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded?
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the...
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy...
On account of him being in Moor. Yannick...
The dame thing. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Again.
That's what we signed up for.
The market's over.
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but notice you bear... Might I trouble you for some assistance?
And who exactly would I...
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious. And who better than someone in... Would you...
Why not?
Marvellous. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and...
Nothing dangerous.
And though I...
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Don't tell me you've grown tired.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than... His name is Bertrand, and he works...
I shall return as soon as...
That's the day done then.
How about the Vale?
With the right to
You there!
confiscate any
Fancy
objects
a drop of
forbidden
the
by
Empire's finest?
Fresh fish!
Oh, and a
all
chine
from
of
the
rosé.
sea of Grace this very morn.
All this for a drink?
Rochester, the guards, Vettian.
Of course.
Well, that's fun.
I could...
Hey.
Cigars. Those...
How ever to...
There's nothing here for your kind, Brant.
I have it.
Well, why didn't you say so? So... Here.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's fun.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes.
Delightful.
You don't...
You mean...
Why not?
This...
Yeah.
I thank you. As...
Think I might see you tonight?
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full? Over here.
There, boy! There, boy! Sick of trouble!
That's enough dallying, you two. Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
You heard me.
Shift your arm.
You, branded. Here.
What?
Is it?
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
What if I can help it? Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Get him, boy! Garuda, lend me your... Get him, boy! Get him! Die!
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this, before it happens again.
You, Brandy, come here How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
Now to find you a new Wolfie. Peasants must have one chained up somewhere.
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. Never gets any easier.
Is that what you're here to...
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crow. Since you're here.
Gladly.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another. How can they think so little of...
Simple. Because you are bearers of tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, still.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, it's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fettered or not, the realm's nest two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here.
You don't have to.
Take it. Till then.
I let her out of her pen while I did my chore. I think she's lost.
I can't promise I'll find her, but...
She has beautiful white hair. She likes walking in the wheat. Oh, she...
In that case... That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Chloe. More brown than white. Someone napping on the job. I hope they don't mind the interruption. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything?
She's not dead.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand...
Dad said...
They do. Parents that give them away. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in.
I...
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Pull that clean? You good-for-nothing sluggard!
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she... Well, go on then.
One of her courtesans has gone missing. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come...
Many traders stopped to peddle their wares on their way, but only one's been sick.
Is he still...
A trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod. If you seek him out... Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded, and that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for a constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens...
My thanks.
Not at all. I would be sure and tell her...
It smells of death here, Torgor. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Sick of trouble! You know what to do, boy.
Too slow. Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You... Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give.
If it was a message that needed delivered.
You are still in one piece, You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the...
Thank you, but... I was on my way to see you.
You've... I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, the Vale counts among its patrons several high... According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would...
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it?
I will.